I'm very excited as well. I used to watch the show and now I'm a guest. Mom, Dad, I'm on TV now. I'm famous. Shout out to all of you.
Wow, our guest is super energetic. Well, thank you for both joining us for today. I hope you were going to enjoy our discussion as well as I get to our topic. As I mentioned earlier, we're exploring the perspective of the two philosophers on the self. Carl Rogers introduced the concept of the real self and who we are and the ideal self. So, now, how do you see your real self and what is your ideal self? So let's start with Ms. Hazel and let's proceed to Mr.
Okay, so I see my real self as confident, yet a bit shy, kind, serious, and super sensitive. I often replace conversations and moments about my favorite tasks. I tend to overthink, bring about others' feelings, and putting them first, which can be so much overwhelming. And I'm so passionate about making the most of my life that I got so many dreams, and I want to make it real. So my ideal self would be more willing to take risks and try everything without hesitation. I want to be confident, contribute to my life, make people laugh and feel happy. While others feel care deeply about others, I would also focus on taking care of myself. I understand that everyone makes mistakes and there's no need to hold on to worry. I would trust my instinct, stop trying to please everyone, and accept that doing my best is enough. I want to be someone who can love really, be serious when needed, and truly believe in your work.
My real self is I'm someone who cares deeply and tries my best. But I sometimes struggle with self-doubt and hesitation. I want to grow, but fear and overthinking can hold me back. And my ideal self is I want to be confident, focused, and emotionally strong. Someone who takes action without fear and leads with purpose, balance, and confidence.
Wow, that's very interesting. I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate to that. So let's talk about the Irving Goffman, who explored how to present ourselves in everyday life. He used the concept of dramaturgy, roles, and personal experience are similar to the theatrical performance. It says that people present different aspects of themselves and depend on the situation. Just like the actor, it's like putting on a performance where you are managing how others perceive you. And roles impression, which states that we play different roles in different settings and try to control how others see us. It's like managing our behavior to fit in. So Brian, do you relate to Goffman concept? Can you share some example of your front stage and backstage?
Social media is a clear example of this. Before I post something, I usually ask myself how it might come across to others. I might delete a photo or rewrite a caption just to make sure it gives the right impression. Goffman's theory helped me realize that these performances are not fake. I noticed that I do change how I act depending on who I'm with or what situation I'm in.
So I see myself as a mix of introvert and extrovert. In school, on social media, and at social events, I present my front stage by acting confident, funny, and talkative. However, in my backstage, when I'm alone or with new people I just met, I tend to be quiet, shy, sometimes too lonely, often isolating myself.
They also show me that the gap between who I am and who I want to be can affect my self-esteem. Knowing this helps me be more self-aware and work towards becoming more authentic and balanced.
At first, I didn't really know who I was and was still figuring out my true self. And reflecting on George's idea of real and ideal self helped me understand the difference between who I really am and who I want to be. Guzman's perspective showed me how I present myself differently in various situations. I learned that not everyone will accept me or treat me as a whole, so the most important thing is to stay true to myself. I live by the motto, be who you want to be, not who they want you to be.
Thank you for both of you for sharing your inspirational stories. So, for the last question, do you have any final thoughts or messages to our viewers? So, sir.
To all our viewers, just be true to yourself and don't be afraid to explore who you are. Your journey is unique and every step counts. I hope someday we can all take our past and show who we are and walk in the crowd with confidence and without having a fear of judgment.
Remember, it's okay to adjust and adapt, but always stay connected to your core values and aspirations. It's okay if your progress is slow to get what you aspire to be, unless you're growing and learning. And someday, we will transform into a better version of ourselves, the version